The Museum of Fine Arts Houston is hosting an exhibition of works of art that allowed their owners to travel without ever leaving home.
This exhibition, Look to the East, is a look at Orientalism, which is a design moment in the 19th and early 20th century where they are really interested in non-Western art forms. Looking to the East, and in this way I'm defining it as they did, which is North Africa, the Middle East, India, China, and Japan. And all of the art that is making its way back to Western Europe and America, as well as the art that new tourists are seeing as they travel to these places. So it's a cultural exchange, if you will, and how that is shown through objects in our collection. As seen in this exhibition, we're looking particularly at forms that are non-Western. I'm looking actually over your shoulder, and there's a piece of furniture that is carved to look like it's bamboo. This is not something that you would have seen in France or England or America. So those sorts of things. So materials are something that they're exploring. Ornamentation and motifs that are very non-Western. Wisteria, you see a lot of wisteria vines, which are very important in Chinese and Japanese arts. Also new techniques, particularly in Japan, where they were masters and still are masters of metalworking. Those kinds of mixed metal techniques come back to the West, and we've got some very interesting pieces of American silver that are either incorporating mixed metal techniques, in particular one called Mokume-gane, or ones that are actually using metal and techniques or objects, physical objects, pieces of ivory that have been inlaid, and then incorporating it in with the Western metalwork. Japan doesn't open to the West, both for trade or for travel, till the 1850s. So it was mysterious and unknowable until this sort of traveling and people writing about it and giving lectures about it. We, of course, know far more about Japan. The world has shrunk. Perhaps that's the easiest way to say it. The world is a much smaller place today than it was in the late 19th century, where there were still new things to be discovered. And in many places in Europe and America, they didn't understand India. They had no concept of China. So the objects were a way to understand and know and have a taste of cultures and aesthetics that were completely unknown. Japan, China, India, as the world has shrunk, as I said earlier, I think that these are more familiar, less foreign, more part of a global understanding. So the shock perhaps of if you were walking into a house in the 1870s and seeing an entire room fitted out in carved Indian wood, perhaps we wouldn't feel that today. And that's perhaps to the good, that these things do not seem so foreign.
Today's young people are familiar with a variety of cultures and a variety of media. This exhibit demonstrates that creative diversity is nothing new.
We've got a mixture of objects, which I think is always interesting for kids to interact with or to try and understand. We have furniture, we've got wallpaper, we have a large shawl, paisley shawl out front, there's silver. There's a lot of different things that I think can be thought about. It's not just a single type of object, it's the way that these artists were interpreting foreign cultures all over the media, all in many different ways, and I think that can be quite engaging.
Look to the East is on display through October 23rd. For more information, visit the museum's website at www.mfah.org. For Artbeat, I'm Stacee Hawkins.